approval, that's scared of failure. Failure's the price. If you're not willing to fail, you're not ready to win. Every rep,
Oof,
every rejection,
that's real right there.
every hard choice,
That's
it's
right.
building the new you. But only if you want it more than comfort, more than safety, more than being liked. Because people like the old you, the one they could control, the one that played by the rules. But this new version, that one's dangerous. That one's undeniable. Kill the old you. Bury the one that waited for permission, that made plans and never followed through, that avoided pain. This life you say you want, it won't accept the old you. It doesn't want the excuse maker, the dreamer without action, the person watching others win and saying, that should be me. If it should be you, prove it. Every day is a fight. You're either building the new you or feeding the old one. There is no neutral. You say you want it, show it. You say you're serious, prove it. You say you're all in, act like it. Nobody gets elite doing what's easy. Nobody becomes unstoppable while protecting weakness. And nobody changes their life by dragging the old one with them. You want change? Then change. Kill the doubt. Kill the delay. Kill the self-pity. Kill the distractions. Kill the need for validation. Kill the version of yourself that can't carry the life you say you want. You owe your past nothing. You owe your future everything. Burn the comfort zone. Build the war zone. Start with the mind, then the body, then the habits, then the world. This is your battlefield. And the enemy? It's the version of you that settles. So be ruthless. Be relentless. Be obsessed. Be locked in. This isn't about perfection. It's about direction. Say it loud. No more. No more weak days. No more small thinking. No more drifting.
Have you ever needed legal help but didn't know where to turn? Look no further than
Wow.
Nolo.com. With over 1 million lawyers in our network,
That's
we can
real
connect
right
you
there.
with the best qualified lawyers in your area. Plus, with millions of people helped since 19...
Potential.
Right there, what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting some motivation videos. Uh, Everybody that works knows that sometimes it could be a little bit difficult in the work field. We might have a day or two where we don't get no money, and especially if you're independent or if you're, work on commission. So you gotta stay motivated. You gotta stay positive. You gotta keep always getting customers. It's not like a job where you can just, just sit back, relax, and collect the check. You really gotta put in work. So motivation like this is really something that we gotta keep. We gotta keep always growing. We gotta keep always learning to stay positive and strong. That's what I think.
Potential doesn't cash checks. Potential doesn't lift the weight. You do, or you don't. So make the switch. Make the cut. Make the choice. Kill the old you. And don't ever look back. Every time you feel the pull to go back to the habits, the mindset, the people that kept you average, remember why you started. Remember the sleepless nights, the fire in your chest, that silent scream. I'm not living like this anymore. That wasn't random. That was your real self breaking through. That doesn't need applause, validation, or permission. Because now you're driven by purpose. You're building grit, precision, identity. The kind that doesn't shake when life hits. The kind that walks through fire and smiles. Because you've been there. You didn't fold. You rose. You were forged in failure. Sharpened in silence. While they chased weekends, you chased legacy. While they posted, you practiced. While they waited, you worked. That's how the old you dies. Not in a blaze, in discipline, in repetition, in silence, day by day, inch by inch, starved out by new standards. This isn't about perfection. Forget perfect. This is about obsession. Decide who you're going to be.
And basically, we can keep going about this motivation. And I kind of like this motivation speech because, like I said, it lets you know that if you have bad habits or if you have people holding you down, then you have the choice to make a move. Sometimes when you find a comfort zone, it could even be in the work area or workplace where you know that you're not being treated well or you're not making as much as you know you should, and you just stay there because you just don't want to move nowhere else because you got used to it. So it's kind of like we build our own cell, our own lockup, our own hell, because we know we could do better. We know we shouldn't be doing get shouldn't be in that position, or we shouldn't be stressing, but we stay there. So we built that position, we built that comfort zone, even though it's not comfortable at all. But basically, that's what it is. So even if it hurts, I suggest everybody, if you're not comfortable where you are, move. Believe me. Uh, Sometimes it's difficult when you have kids or something and you're in a toxic relationship, But like I said, we got to find a way to not let people, get the best of us. Moving forward, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this G mix that I've been doing over here. I'll go to my playlist. I got some cool songs I've been putting here. So I'm gonna kick some music for a little bit, get the morning
Augment
going.
Code now has easy MCP
Okay,
installation
I
for
hope everybody's
Postman.
good.
Firstly, you'll need your API key, which you can get from your
See if we find something good for everybody.